Before the video begins, I have a great example of how music can make any game trailer a lot better. Starting now. Hello, welcome back to an episode of Greenshite. Today we're taking a look at Bob's Game. Really, that's the name of it, Bob's Game. Does Bob got game? I have a name, but this is pretty much all the same compared to all the other games. I am writing a poem currently, and wait, I think this server stuff is a lie. And there's no music to this either, so prepare to hear some music during this trailer. Yeah, I do have to say it does look graphically okay, but I have to admit, this is honestly not looking all that inspired or any way different from any other 2D platformer or RPG Maker game that I probably have seen a dozen times, either here or Ichigo or I don't know, Game Jolt, wherever. This is pretty much everything that we've already probably seen. And if you want to go ahead and play a better RPG Maker game, just look them up. They're out there. And so far, this trailer is just showing a whole lot of nothing. It's just no gameplay at all. And walking around in circles is not gameplay, to be honest. I know you want to have a trailer for your game, but there's just nothing going on here. And it's just 3 minutes and 27 seconds of nothing. So far, you've also not shown off any controls, I guess. Oh, yeah, this game is, from a distance, does not really look all that appealing. Alright, I've had enough. I can't take another minute of this, so, on to the description, and hopefully it's a good one. Okay, the description has been since updated, and let's go ahead and try to read some of the good parts, some of the bad, depending on what way you look at it. And from the way I've been seeing some of the comments that are new recently, the developer has been given a pretty unfavorable position. Let's just go ahead and say that. But here's the most interesting part that I found immediately flooring to me. So in 2009, when I released my first demo, it was a big deal to me, and I was very proud of it. Congratulations, I would be very much the same. Very, very well. I was trying to keep an air of mystery around what I was doing, so I had said that on my website, full release. But I was planning on releasing the story about what had happened with me and viral ad among with the cool PC demo that I have somehow pulled off. Somehow. Okay, so you just magically waved a wand and a game came out of your ass. That's basically how that sentence reads out to me, and I don't mean no disrespect. I only released the demo in the time and lost my motivation to write the story. Yeah, after having played it, I could kind of tell that that's exactly what happened, because there are parts where the writing in your story of your game is okay. I find it a little bit funny. The interaction between with your protagonist and his mother is I found that kind of amusing. I'll go ahead and say that, and also some of the things that you just randomly put in there, like our severed head in a box, that was pretty interesting in that demo. And I definitely can see that you have potential, and the fact that you're felt uninspired makes this game uninspired as well, since it's an RPG Maker game and you developed this game. And I thought it was good enough. Don't just stop at good enough. Go full on the whole 9 yards, man. Don't give up when you think it's just good enough. I know the old saying goes, if it isn't broken, don't fix it, but If you think it's good enough, it's not going to be good enough for someone else. Let's go ahead and put it that way. Some people are just upset because they thought I was going to release the full game. I never meant to do that, and it was just a play on words. I have the straightest face right now to that sentence. Are you kidding? To me, it was ridiculous because there is no way I could have had done that, and I'm just trying to be clever. There's nothing clever in saying that you're going to go ahead and release a full game, but instead you release a demo. A demo is something that you should be proud of, yes. But if you say you're going to release a full game, release the full game. Even if there's no full game, why even bother saying that you're going to release a full game? Saying that you're going to release the full game, as saying and verbatim above earlier on in the paragraph. So I had said on my website full release, but I was planning on releasing the story. Just speaks volumes to your character, unfortunately. But from what I've seen from your game, it's actually pretty competent so far. I didn't really mean to mislead people. Well, of course not, you didn't really mean to mislead people, but that's exactly what happened. I am unaware of what your past is, but as someone from the outside looking in, I'm seeing that you are not really the most competent dev there is. However, your game is looking pretty good. I will go ahead and give you that. And then I moved on to the Bay Area and got distracted by my game industry stuff for 2 years. I was mad that Nintendo had tried to launch my own console, so I didn't have to release an ugly PC port. What? What the actual fuck? I don't get it! Explain it to me, please! So I didn't release an ugly PC port, cut up to me in Silicon Valley hype, and I was thinking I could get investment. That was probably a dumb idea. He knows! I don't know what I'm reading in this updated description. The best part is where he's going through the whole entire spiel of his demo, and then he just randomly mentions Nintendo for some reason. As I've just said, I don't know what happened in this guy's past, or with the game, or with this game in the past, but there's some more context above, and let's go ahead and read that. The whole thing was based on a custom engine with custom tools written in Java. Right now, there's a lot of artwork and lots of characters, and the engine works pretty nicely. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's a fair assessment, but I'd like to go ahead and see that part for myself because I've been interested in trying to make my own game. I don't know, called Whack My Balls. It was originally written in C. Okay, so basically, that will be something that will be later when I had a previous recording when someone in the comments section asked this very same question. So this is the answer right here. But everything was hard-coded. You're losing me, man. You had me at you originally written it in Windows C++. Let's go ahead and say that. I don't understand coding terms, nor am I going to go ahead and try to get into it, because obviously this person knows how and I don't, but that's not the point. The point is what this guy is doing. I was amazed and I was able to pull that off at all because I am a self-taught programmer and wasn't confident in my skills. I didn't know what I was doing and it got really messy after I had to port it from the DS to the PC. Wait. DS? This game was on a Nintendo DS. Okay, back in 2009. All I cared about was being a dick in language arts class. That's all I cared about. This guy was coding games for the Nintendo DS. Touché. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. The code I had ported was just too messy. Yeah, okay, cool. And this article just goes on and on. And then we go to the original description, and that will be read now. Bob's Game is about a game called Bob's Game. Seeing double seeing. I worked on it for a long time and it's done, so I want to get it on early access. Yeah, good for you. Is this your first game? Because usually those don't really go very well on early access or Greenlight, to be honest. Please download and play the demos if you have any questions about the gameplay. Remember, don't give up on that there is a trick to it. Oh, you're giving me tips about playing the game before you even release the game. I honestly believe that there's some information that you should keep cryptic until the game comes out. And also there's a demo download for 1, 2, and 3. See also separate Greenlight entry for Bob's Puzzle Game. Oh god. The best puzzle game ever made. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Here. Speaking of Bob's Puzzle Game, there's a very interesting discussion on the Greenlight page for that very game by someone that goes by the username of Dave on Steam. The name of the discussion is Do the World a Favor and Vote No. I've also listed the custom Bob edit tools and Bob's game engine so you can make this game on Greenlight so that others can make games using them if they want. So basically what you're putting up is an RPG maker that you develop yourself, is what you're telling me by this Steam Greenlight community here. Yeah, that's okay, I suppose. If you have your own coding and everything else to go along with it, if you could change the art style that you made default to it, that's all well and good, but I honestly don't think this game is gonna do well. To be fair, if you actually make a game engine, you are way better in my book. I will go ahead and support you on that, but I don't see this game going anywhere, unfortunately. It doesn't have a lot going on for it. But anyhow, I'm so interested in what it entails. Did you go into something like C++ and write everything out? Are you using any libraries? I really would like to know. Upvote, because engines are cool and hard to make. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have a tough time being a average Joe just trying to make a game engine using Microsoft Windows C++, but I'm pretty sure I would be able to do it with enough time and practice, and I could honestly see that you have done pretty much more than any other Steam Greenlight dev has done. Alright, after having played the game, it's unfortunate to me that a pretty okay game is being pumped out by a questionable dev at best, who really has not really much of a grasp at all at what he's capable of. He has a pretty good game. Based on what I've read in his description, it's not really looking all that great for him personally. For his game it looks okay, but for him personally, he might be eviscerated. I don't know. Okay, and with that being said, I'll go ahead and end this video here, so please like, favorite, comment, subscribe at your own discretion, and I'll be with you in the next episode of Greenshite, and wherever the hell else I make on this fucking channel. And all it is fucking Greenshite. I want to do something else. Like, I think this dev should also do something else, because, it's not really working out for him so far. Well, for him personally. For his game, it's okay. I'm gonna fuck off now. Then I moved on to the barrier, and then I moved on to the barrier.